From the police state to tectonic plates, touch sense and tattoo take the temperature of tyranny on Freedom Frequency 1871, coming to you live now.
This is America. We have a founding fathers that wrote a constitution that we haven't lived by in 142 years.
Were they serious when they said they planned on owning the weather by 2025?
And if you're not pissed off, there's something wrong with you right now.
I mean, have you guys seen what's going on outside your door lately? Need I remind you?
This is America. Are y'all going to allow it to be Russia?
That's what I did with Picker. I met him in real life, guys. Real life. Most people don't know that.
Well, you know, he told me he meant you in real life, okay? Yeah. We talked about you a few times. He knew how I felt about you, so.
Yeah.
But, hey, I appreciate your time, Dud. And it was nice talking to you. And, Tat, you take care of yourself. And, Chrissy, you as well.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks so much. Bill. Appreciate it. Thanks, Bill.
Thanks, Bill.
Awesome. Well, you know, guys, and this is a very personal, intimate conversation on what's going on YouTube. We're dropping names. I don't care.
Well, you know, there's one other thing I want to bring up. People think that we want to close YouTube. No, we don't. We're tired of YouTube changing all of the rules so no one knows how to correct the problems with their computers, their YouTube channels, keep them completely confused. Everything's screwed up all the time. You constantly have to read a new paragraph to figure out what's wrong with your YouTube when it doesn't work correctly. YouTube sucks.
Yes.
It used to be a very pleasant place to put your videos up. And you didn't get censored like you're getting censored today. And I want it to go back the way it was. And if enough pressure is put on it, maybe we can do that.
YouTube is becoming like MySpace, right?
Really, it is. It is. I'm not kidding. It is passé and blasé and filled with glitter graphics and morons. That's kind of what it's become.
There are some great people, though. There's some really, really, really great people.
Sure.
I'm not sure, though, who are real people anymore and who are bots. It's become like a breeding ground for really mean people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got, if you want to be big on YouTube, you got to buy into the service that they provide on either Google, which they got a paid program where you can pay for subscribers and views. Yes, they do. It costs a lot of money, but if you're making the money, you can spend the money. You get it, folks? If you're making the money, you can spend the money.
That's right. It says, verbatim, guys, have your agency contact our agency. That's what it says on YouTube. And we've been approached, and I've told you guys over and over again, we've gotten email after email, this media company, that media company, let us do your search engine optimization. Sound familiar? SEO, viral video companies, successful YouTube channels that aren't really successful. It's a room full of mannequins, so to speak, a room full of bots. So, guys, here we are, back again, talking about the same shit we've been talking about for the last 3-4 weeks, which is the censorship mixed with disinformation has become a real problem on YouTube on top of and this is real censorship. I'm not talking about deleting your comments out of a chat room. I'm not talking about deleting rude comments from below videos, making lame accusations on everything from us being in the NSA to, well, I don't know what the a la carte accusation of the day is this day, but apparently
we got a lot of callers, buddy. We need to take another call.
Yeah. Oh yeah, here I go again, right? Because I am to a point where I don't want to allow. I want to make an impression upon my viewers and upon your viewers, Stat, and yours, Chrissy, that Dutch has had it with this.
Okay,
overall.
next
we're seeing
caller,
that.
please.
We
Yes, next
have
call.
we have Greg.
Hey,
Greg.
are we on?
Greg,
Yes.
welcome.
Hey, guys, what's going on?
Good. You sound a lot better on Skype.
Yeah, a little bit better. Hey, see that flag over there?
See the what?
Oh,
you
can't
don't
see
have
you. We can't see
Skype
you. We're
video
in
on?
a conference call. I cannot actually see the video.
Okay, that's all right. I've got a Betsy Ross flag hanging, and then I thought, I could probably show you something, but that's okay. I can maybe do it another time. But almost all those 13 colonies on that Betsy Ross flag have all rebuked the Constitution of the United States. So that's the 1789 one. And then on to my left arm side, I have an American flag with the 50 states that's hanging upside down.
Good man.
And that's 1871, Act of 1871 Constitution. So, it's kind of interesting. I don't know. Maybe you and I can get together and we'll do a little video conference together. That would be a lot of fun.
Right.
Darn, I wanted to show you some stuff. I was going to bring up, I've got this foreign, I don't know if you guys can see this or not.
You know what? Now we can see you. You're on camera now on the live stream and chat.
Okay, can we do this later or what?
We're seeing you now on live stream. You're okay. Go ahead.
Okay, you see this? What's that say? Foreign affairs, huh? Can you see that?
Yep.
You see where in the hell's my finger? Right there.
You got to raise it up.
There you go. You got it?
Yep.
We are everywhere in Latin. This is Carnegie Foundation Council on Foreign Relations publication that's done about 5 times a year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I used to
the CFR.
purchase it, but I just decided I didn't want to help fund them anymore. It's only like $44 or something a year. They're not too bad. But I quit doing that. The other thing is that I wanted to bring up, and I want to get out of this subject real quick. Do you see, can you see this? Cleveland schoolyard massacre.
Yeah.
Workplace homicide. I can't remember what it said. All these things. I've got a stack. Can you see this?
Oh, yeah.
Can you see this stack?
I personally
Yes, sir.
can't, but I'm trying to. I have a limited connection here on my computer. I cannot see the live stream. So unfortunately, I can't see it. It sounds like it's pretty interesting here. It looks like,
This is just minimal. This is long before Sandy Hook. And every time they have one of these, they have a gun control measure.
Oh, yes. We know.
God, it makes me so angry.
Oh, yeah. They got a new app for your telephone that they come around to the company where I work. And they want to put our information. They want us to lose weight and go on a diet and don't smoke. And they want us to tell them, oh, it's all confidential. And I went, really? Oh, okay. I'm not signing up. I'll see y'all later.
See, this is what I worry about with Obamacare and government-funded healthcare in general, is that there's already a series of laws that say that a doctor can commit you, let's say, if they determine that you're, a danger to yourself or to your loved ones or society. And they can force medicate you as well. So when you put that into the hands of the government then, and you've got a government doctor, and the doctor is getting a paycheck from the government, or maybe even marching orders, who knows how it's going to work when it all pans out with government-controlled healthcare, that it could be very easily done that the government could forcibly medicate anyone, and if you don't comply, guess where you're going to go? Either the funny farm or to jail.
Hey, Dutch, I don't mean to be rude, Greg, and I ain't trying to be rude to you, brother, but we got 7 callers in wait, and we need to try to at least get to them, brother. So
let's get to the next caller. Greg, go ahead and feel free to call back in next week, or you've got our Skype contact. If you want to contact us, feel free to contact us anytime, brother.
I wanted to spend a couple seconds on the snow.
Okay.
Back in October 16th, 1994, a friend of mine that owned Jay's restaurant, what was it called? Jay's Smokehouse in Sallisaw, Oklahoma. It's about 30 miles west of Fort Smith, Arkansas. NATO did an exercise called Operation Border Sentry, which they do every year. And they had the AWACS and the F-15s and the F-16s and whatnot. And they spent chaff all over that town. And the chaff came down. It landed on the new car lots, old car lot. Landed on the. They have a great big area where they do the like horse racing. You know, what do they call that?
A horse track, right? A racetrack.
Yeah, but they do a lot of that. Well, not so much a racetrack, but they raise the horses and, rent them around, whatever it is. And so, the whole town got sick. And they had a meat packing plant. And the health department with some federal agents came in and vaccinated everybody in the meat packing plant. And, wow. Oh, my God.
Wow.
God, I wish I can't even remember the guy's name, but it was near Cherokee Road and Kerr Avenue or something like that.
Okay. Well, a lot of people may not know that, if you don't know the terminology, chaff is something that it can be in a physical, like an actual solid. It can also be in a particulate that is emitted from an aircraft, usually by the military, to either hide a target on radar or to even possibly have interference, actual particle interference, physical interference with an incoming projectile of some kind.
Yeah, the one that Greg is talking about is the one where it was the gel that fell all over the windshields of police cars and all that stuff. I remember seeing that video.
They'll use
just for a few seconds.
Well, we got Greg. We got less than 2 minutes, brother, so make it quick.
Man, this is really important. The guy sent me the samples, and he put them in the little plastic containers. And so I ran tests on that stuff. And I had a couple college professor patients of mine, and they ran tests on it. You should have seen it. It looked like little fibers, like it had water dripping off of threads. That kind of a look that has little drops, but it's real thick. It's real viscous. And man, when you open up those containers, oh my God, it smells like diazinon. I mean, it just stinks, and it's very nauseating. So
they will. We only have about like a minute left before the break, but I can tell you something really quick that they use. Urea, the same ingredient that's used in fertilizers, has been used for cloud seeding and chemtrail purposes, and that's well documented. We've got that on my website on DutchSense.com. And that's just one of many substances. We're talking sulfur dioxide, we're talking silver iodide, we're talking petroleum products even. I mean, we really could go down the list on the stuff that's used. Greg, I want to thank you for calling in, and we're going to get back after the break.
I'll be talking to Chrissy a little later. Hi, Chrissy.
All right, bye-bye. Cheers, brother. We're going out to break. We'll be back, and we'll take more callers after the break, folks.
Ashes to ashes, we're falling down. You've made enough money.
Welcome back to Freedom Frequency 1871. This is the final segment, and we are still taking callers. We have 5 people on hold right now. I'll still give out the number, though. Maybe we can power through them all. Maybe we can't. I'll try to. And we'll have to remember to keep it short, people, so that other people can get online, of course. Number 567-314-9296. And tonight's been a verbal tongue lashing from Dutch Sense. I'm done now. I've got a smile on my face, a cup of coffee in the hand, and I'm ready to move forward. Caller, okay. We've got...
who do we have?
Who do we got on the line? I don't even know a name. This is a complete blind caller. Welcome into the show.
Welcome, caller.
Hello
Introduce
there.
yourself. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, who's this?
It's Mike Myers.
Hi, Mike.
Hello, sir. Please don't kill me.
Oh,
I'm sure you get that all the time.
That's all right. I was just on that. I was wanting to try to catch on some of the things that I realized that a lot of people are stuck into the gloom and doom, that they get caught up in these videos and they get stuck in their everyday life of work and bills, that they actually hope some of this stuff will happen so that that's their way out.
Yeah. Yeah. I've heard that.
When
actually.
they watch these things, that they see these video, and I actually got stuck into it a little bit, where I got so depressed with the way that everything was going that I thought, I wish that the stock market would crash for a while, and then whenever I kind of got out of it, I realized that there's going to be a lot of hurt that was going along with it, not just certain people.
Yeah.
And there's so many people that are stuck in that they want something bad to happen.
Right. They're kind of hoping for it at this point because, sometimes people hope for a tragedy in order to wipe something out, let's say, because it's easier to wipe it out than to fix it.
They think that if something bad happens, all their debt's going to disappear. And they can start over again.
I've got news for everybody. They have built a huge, apparatus of different servers and different facilities to retain everyone's credit information in case of a disaster of some kind. Even if it's a meteor that's going to be hitting a giant asteroid's going to hit the face of the earth, they're still going to back up all your credit data so they can hit you after the whoever survives. Really, I'm not joking. They really do have it's all planned.
But I'm just saying that it seems like that the reason why they get so much credit for this and that so many people are attracted to it is that they get stuck in and they prepare themselves for something bad to happen, and they hope it will, because they're like, I'm ready for it and I'll be able to survive these other people, and the only way I'm going to be better off than these other people that are richer than me and better than me in these standards is I'm prepared and they're not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
you do see a lot of lower income people who are preppers, really, and who are hoping. It's a large majority of the people that are coming and spreading fear porn on YouTube, to be quite frank. And I in the past have been guilty as well of favoriting videos or believing something that I shouldn't have believed because I wanted to believe it.
Right. And like I said, I've caught myself doing it too. And I just want to let you know I've watched you guys for a couple of years. And I really appreciate everything that you guys are doing because, like I said, I woke up about 3 or 4 years ago, and I just really appreciate everything that you guys are doing. And please don't get discouraged.
Oh no, that's why I'm on the air bitching tonight. So I don't. Mike, I appreciate it, really. Thank you for the compliment, and I'm sure Tat and Chrissy appreciate it as well. And this is why we're doing it, guys.
I do.
This is why we're doing it, because we want to get through to real people.
And
sorry.
As far as the things that's happened in the past about the United States being a corporation, if it wasn't for Tat, I wouldn't have known that.
Me too.
Me too.
Me too.
So please, take consideration for what you do. And there's a lot of people that I have told that didn't know. So please take consideration that what you do, regardless whether you get the hits or not, you've woke people up.
Thank you, sir. It's well worth hearing.
All of you. Okay, so you guys have woke people up, and I really, I'm sure I'm speaking for others when I say, we appreciate you. But I'll get off here so these other callers can get in here.
Hey, I appreciate it, and guys, it means a lot to hear that. And, again, my verbal tongue lashing, there are millions of people, if you go globally, that are fully on board and not doing what we're talking about here. And it's important to make that differentiation. And I appreciate every viewer that's stuck by me for the past 3 years through the bullshit. It has been crazy, guys. Let's go to the next caller. Guys, we've got another caller on the line. This has been great. The lines are full. So I don't have your name, though. So I will have to ask, who am I speaking with?
Hello?
Hello. Thank you for calling.
Who are we talking to?
Yes. My name is Patrick.
Hi.
I was just very, very quickly wanting to tell you about my first experience learning about weather modification. When I was going to a local community college here where I live, I worked for work study at a local science museum. And they have a Guinness certified Tesla coil. And it prompted me for interest to learn more about Tesla. And I learned a lot about him and learned about his research and possibilities of all sorts of time travel and whatnot, and about his connections with to the development of HARP, which some believe is his finished death ray. Pretty sure it's a different story all in itself. But in my realm of it, it's kind of opened my eyes to want to tell more people about what I've learned, because I was able to stand up in front of a lot of groups and tell people about, hey, because this is like the Guinness certified world's most powerful Tesla coil. And if HARP is the same technology on a different level, then this thing can do some damage as well.
Oh, with Tesla,
really interesting.
Tesla did something that, going back, guys, most people don't know or they don't believe the story, which is wireless power. Okay, so the transfer of power wirelessly from a base station like a tower out to light bulbs, which lit up on their own once they were put near ground. And this experiment was repeated by NASA in 1975. They used a radar to transmit high frequency to a rectenna, a receiving antenna, which then converted it to power, just as Tesla did. And it was an attempt to recreate Tesla's experiments. It worked. Wireless power can be done.
I heard they also used some of Tesla's technology to help reproduce that Philadelphia experiment as well for teleportation.
Philadelphia experiment. Here we go, guys. This would be a 4-hour show. We could spend both shows, Lies Wide Open and our show, talking about this, which is time travel and teleportation.
That's why I'm so excited. That's why I'm so excited.
That would be an amazing topic to discuss. If we could get into time travel, which I would propose to everybody. Time flows from negative to positive. What else flows from negative to positive? Electricity. Okay, so we're talking about the same kind of, if we're talking about a flow of something, then that flow could be redirected. It's just a matter of how to manipulate it. And we could spend 4 hours or more talking about that topic. I am very intrigued on the topic of frequency manipulation of the environment and the universe. It's something that is just fascinating.
Now, talk about the antennas of the HARP, because I've seen pictures and some documentaries about what HARP looks like. When I was in the military on an aircraft carrier, I saw all sorts of antennas all over the ship and everything that looked exactly like the antennas that you saw on the HARP area, or the HARP antennas. And it was just kind of curious, like, okay, they look exactly the same. Probably no coincidence that they do. It makes me wonder, are they still not doing the same thing out there in the ocean that HARP's doing? Like a portable HARP.
Yeah. And this is where they're going with the technology, is to make it portable, put it on a ship. If you've got a multiple acre area that is in Alaska, imagine if they were able to put that, let's say, on a mobile platform and make it mobile. the HARP antenna that you're talking about, for those of you who don't know, we're talking about a large plus-shaped antenna with we're talking, 40, 50 feet high. These antennas can generate plasma at a distance. We're talking a force field. The U.S. Navy did experiments at the start of 2013 where they generated a giant multiple-kilometer-wide plasma bubble, superheated, and were able to move it across the sky using other frequencies. So using one frequency, they generate the plasma. Using another frequency, they're moving it around. Now,
I got something else I want to add to that. They can take, they have devised an antenna that where they can use the salt water as the element of an antenna and transmit it, push the element up in the air as high as they need it and hold it there and transmit a beam of water and use it as an element for an antenna. And they can do multiples of those if they'd like. And we got 3 more callers, dude, and we got to move on. Sorry, guys.
Okay, no, that's fine. We get talking about this, and this is something that's very interesting to me, which is high frequency and low frequency manipulation of the Earth and atmosphere. And it's the Navy did it, guys. It's not up for debate. You skeptic, Mick West, Steve Quest, whatever. U.S. Navy generated a multiple kilometer wide plasma bubble in the atmosphere using HARP, and were able to sustain it for over an hour. That would be great for missile defense, wouldn't it? Nuclear missiles?
Oh, yeah.
What?
But nobody believes that it can actually be real because too much of Hollywood has made it seem too fake. So if Hollywood portrays it in movies, we in real life can't actually be doing this because Hollywood is portraying it. So it can't really be happening.
Oh, yeah. It's like the movie Battleship. Go watch Battleship, guys. You're going to see an alien spacecraft come out of the ocean, take over the U.S. Navy using a big harp on the back of the alien ship. Patrick, we've got a couple more callers.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, we got a couple more callers. If you wanted to finish it up, do you have anything else on HARP? I love talking about this.
I can go on forever. I just want to say, good job, guys. Keep going. Don't give up hope. We're all praying for you.
Right on, brother. Right on. I appreciate that, and it's good to hear it again. I can't hear it enough, quite frankly, with the amount of criticism we get. It's good to hear a little bit of positive feedback from the viewers. That's just awesome. Okay, hey, we got another caller on the phone, and we got 10 minutes left in Freedom Frequency 1871. So let's take the next caller. Hello, I don't know your name. Could you give us your name?
God be one.
I'm sorry. One more time.
God be one.
Dodge
awesome.
one.
Welcome to the show. What what's going on? How can we help you, sir?
Well, you're having a good show tonight. If you look into all the scientists in the 1800s, they developed every technology there was. Tesla, all of them. You know, the rich elites took them out, and you don't have it now.
Yeah, and they slowly roll it out so they can cash in on every variation. You're absolutely right. All the science that we're going over now, everything was discovered over 100 years ago, perfected over the last 100 years, hidden from us and told it was a conspiracy, and now rolled out as new weapons. The U.S. military, guys, just announced that they have the ability to shoot down incoming mortars on the battlefield they have like a thing that goes on the back of a truck, and it's a laser that will melt the incoming mortar. And they say they're just a few years away from melting bullets in the air coming at the troops. That makes guns irrelevant.
Yeah.
People are still in denial. They don't even want to believe it.
Air Force, and we had every toy there was. You think James Bond had nothing? He got nothing on what the United States Air Force has. Nothing.
Yeah. We're only a few years away from 2025. 11 years away. The Air Force said they planned on owning the weather by 2025 using HARP. Mick West, Steve Quest, listen up. HARP. Using HARP.
Mick West, Steve Quest. Sorry I did that to you, brother, but I had to.
Yeah, no, he deserves it.
I know.
The U.S. Air Force says
It's
using
bigger
HARP.
than that. the Air Force will own the weather in the solar system, not just the weather on the planet.
Correct.
They know how to manipulate the
Hertz
sun
radar,
and hit everything with whatever tachyon beam they want and blow up
Guys,
planets.
I ain't trying to be rude, but we only got 9 minutes, 2 callers left.
Hey, I'll let y'all go. Y'all have a good one. Great show. Keep it up.
Thank you, brother, for calling in. Call us again.
Will do.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I appreciate that. You know, guys, you get me talking. I really do talk too much. It's okay, though. That's why I have a radio show. All right. We got 2 more callers on the phone. Next caller. I don't know your name. Could you please tell us your name first?
Oh, hey. My name is Sandy Peterson.
Hi.
And, hi. There's so many subjects here. I wish we could all get together about it all. But anyway, I've been watching you, Dutch, your videos for I don't know how many years now, several. And you, Tattoo, and I want you to know, Tattoo, I appreciate so much your son videos and in keeping us up on the comet. And Dutch, you know, I tried to meet you when you were up here doing your radiation testing in the Northwest. But anyway, this talk line is so great because there's nowhere I've found where I can ask anybody really a question. I mean, so anyway, I think this is totally great, and I have 2 questions that I want to ask. And one of them is, why don't you connect with some, I mean, there are a couple of other people I've seen making videos that are, you know, kind of regulars of mine, and they put out some pretty good information. Have you thought about connecting with those other video producers?
Yes. And this is something that we all get, and Chrissy and Tat will probably back me up on this, is that we all attempt to try to communicate with each other at some point. I'm always down to make new connections and to meet new researchers and share information. If you have anybody you'd like to recommend, on my website.
I've seen. I beg your pardon?
Oh, I was just going to say, if you have anybody that you would recommend that you maybe suggest that I should view, I've got a contact for my email on Freedom Frequency. So you can just go to fprn.com, click on Freedom Frequency, and there's like a little email contact there. Shoot me a message, and I'd love to branch out and meet some of these people.
I sort of don't have anyone, except I've almost seen you become famous. I've seen other videos made in other countries that have shown some of your work. And I'm thinking, you know, I watch RT all the time. I bet they would really like to interview you, and that's big time.
Oh, I really wish that these...
Oh, why not? I don't see why not.
Yeah.
I mean, they're always, I'm sure, looking for news, and you're great. Both of you, I don't know, I'm sorry I don't know her name, but anyway, before I carry on about this, I know how you feel about being the trolls and all that. And I was driven nuts on Facebook. I was gang-stalked on Facebook. My computer was violated. I had a ghost in my computer that changed my videos, and Facebook wouldn't let me put up my videos. But anyway, so I know what you're going through, and I have been electronically targeted and voice to skull and all that stuff. And for the most part, I got to say, I kind of enjoyed it. But anyway, have you been electronically attacked? That's what I was wondering.
Yes, I can speak firsthand. I can definitely speak firsthand to this. This is a real phenomenon that she's talking about first here, folks, that there is legitimate electronic harassment. And when I mean electronic harassment, I'm talking about frequency-induced sensations. A good example is the Soviet Union. The Soviets, back when the Cold War was happening, bombarded the U.S. Embassy with high-frequency microwave, high-powered microwave. And it caused several people to come down with cancer and feel sick. Several people became paranoid. I think several people became depressed. Maybe
We
even
got
somebody
one more
committed
caller,
suicide. And so those things.
Anyway,
Sorry.
I have a friend that's being terribly attacked, and I was wondering if you know any way that a person can be shielded from it. And I know it's happening to him. I was talking to him on my cell phone the other night, and I was attacked on my cell phone. All of a sudden, it hit me. I started passing out, and I got violently ill. I could hardly get to the bathroom. So I know it's happening, and to lots of people, and if there's any way to shield a person, this friend of mine is being driven crazy.
Okay, I could suggest a few things, and then we'll have to. I would have to just tell you.
So I'll get off the phone.
Yeah, I'll have to tell everybody that's listening that if you are going to do this, you'd have to build it yourself because you can't buy them because of the FCC and broadcasting. Now, we've all had our little iPhone, iPod broadcaster. You like put it in your car, and then you tune the radio to the same frequency that your broadcaster is on for your iPhone, okay? Somebody could make a device that was able to be calibrated to emit a signal. It'd be like a cell phone jammer. Now, you can buy the components to make a cell phone jammer, but you can't actually buy a completed cell phone jammer because they're illegal. You can make one yourself, and then it's not illegal.
Well, I was thinking of his body. I mean, the tin hat doesn't work, I guess.
Right, that will amplify the signal. If he wears the tin hat, that will actually increase. It's like an antenna on your head.
Well, that was kind of a joke. I just wondered.
Oh yeah. No, but you could theoretically have a cell phone jammer that could be, or a series of cell phone jammers that you would carry around or wear in a backpack or something, and it would block any. It would outshadow any frequency. Now that's no better because you're going to be still inundating yourself with it. There is no way out except for them to turn it off, and that's what we're trying to push in raising awareness to the fact that it even exists. So
get a metal roof and ground it on all four corners. That'll help.
Mm-hmm.
Pardon?
Put a metal roof on and ground it on all four corners of the house. That'll help.
Well,
Won't stop it, but it'll help.
I heard you talk about getting a counter, a electromagnetic energy sensor. So I told him about that. But anyway, I just wanted to know. And I appreciate you so much. Let me tell you that again.
Thank you so much. And I appreciate all the thoughtful callers tonight who are standing by us and sticking with us. Guys, we are at the end of the show. We had Bill, Greg, Mike, Patrick. I think it was Godby one. I think that's what you said. I couldn't make it out. Godby one, and then Sandy. You guys, it's been tremendous talking to you. I look forward to talking to you next week. Freedom Frequency is provided to us by FPRN Radio. They are a budding radio network. There's no big sponsors or big advertisers. And I would encourage you all, if you enjoy the broadcasts, that you would consider giving to FPRN. It's just an idea. No pressure. But just think about it. Much love, guys.
Have a great night.
Thanks for listening to FPRN. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter. If you'd like to start your own show with FPRN, advertise with us, or donate to the network or to your favorite shows, check out our website at www.fprnradio.com.